This video is just going to be looking at what to do with a contaminated tub, how to tell that it's contaminated. Gray, red, green, all obvious signs of contamination. This should have been just white between the grains of the rye. As soon as I saw that it was not, I put it outside. You can see the white spots where it tried to start growing, but then obviously contamination won for this tub. A couple things that might have gone wrong. I started the way I would with anything, preparing rye jars from spore syringe.
It's ready to go.
And this was my first attempt at doing a mono tub or dub tub style grow. So what I thought I could do was take one of these jars, fill it with water, shake it up, and then dump it into the tub of the rye berries, which is actually a way you can make a liquid culture, I found. This was the tub before it was contaminated. You can see a few of the mycelium covered rye berries fell in there too, which was just a bonus. I obviously made the substrate layer too thick. Did not need to have that much from
Discarded water
and
from soaking.
yeah, I probably over prepped it too. They shouldn't. This is what it should have looked like if it was not contaminated. Everything just starts to turn white as the mycelium grows across it, but instead we ended up with this. Very, very gross. This is when I first put it outside. That's immediately just get it out of the house. Don't even think about what to do with it. Just get it out. Whether you throw it in your dumpster or just put it outside. That's always the first step. Once the tub's out of the house, you can just take your time, decide what you want to do with it. I think I already mentioned you can just throw it in a dumpster. That's one option. If you have compost, that's a better option. Get it into your compost. And I don't currently have any going, so for me the best option was to probably just put it out in the garden, where either the contamination will just die along with the mycelium, or maybe the contamination will die and then mycelium will thrive. Ultimately, it's going to be beneficial for your garden. One way or another, it's providing nutrients. And since we didn't keep a winter garden, it's especially easy to just pick a spot, dig a little bit. I try not to turn the soil as I do it, hoping that I could put this block back on top. Obviously, that didn't really work out. But yeah, you don't, kind of off the subject, but you don't really want to till gardens too much. It's better to let it naturally sort itself. So that's what we've been doing this winter, until now. But I'll just shut up now. You can see what I do. Nothing to it. Just gonna plop it out of there. It stinks like really nasty. The top part is totally dry. The bottom was kind of wet. So most likely I just had this too wet from the beginning. I didn't prep the grains properly. They probably got overcooked. And then I also definitely made it just too thick. And then my method of using a jar that had been opened a few times already and exposed to the air, trying to add water, shake it up, and then dump it in to colonize the grains or inoculate the grains, probably was a poor practice that introduced some contamination. Just nasty dust coming off of that. You can dig deeper, whatever you want. Our weather's been so dry, it's unlikely that anything will survive from this, and it'll just kind of decompose and kind of be fertilizer for whatever we plant next. if you're lucky, next time it rains though, I'll definitely be keeping an eye on the garden. Because anywhere you bury this stuff, there's always a chance that the right conditions happen outside, spring or fall, and you might just have a naturally occurring magic mushroom patch in your garden from now on. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed.